Okay, so in this video, we're going to talk about types of angles, alright? So we discussed what angles are. Now, talk about types of angles. So there's going to be 6 main types of angles based on the size of them. The first one is called an acute angle, alright? An acute angle simply refers to an angle larger than 0 degrees but smaller than 90 degrees. So when you're turning, it's got a small turn. So it's bigger than 0, less than 90. The second one is a right angle. A right angle is equal to exactly 90 degrees. A right angle is usually indicated by a little square between your two lines. You then get a obtuse angle, which is bigger than your 90 degree or your right angle but smaller than 180. So it's larger than 90 and smaller than 180. A straight angle is when your angle is equal to exactly 180 degrees. So it's a half turn. So it goes from there to there. Right, it's exactly 180 degrees. A reflex angle is an angle larger than 180 degrees but smaller than 360 degrees. So it's bigger than 180 and smaller than 360. So I'm gonna do an example of turning an angle now, and we're gonna see what that looks like. And a revolution is exactly 360 degrees. Now let's see what that looks like. If you imagine rotating this red line, okay, so when you rotate it, you start at 0. You gradually rotate it and you form an acute angle between those two lines. You get an acute angle right up until the point you reach 90. So from here until before you reach 90 is acute. You then get a 90 degree. And from there downwards is an obtuse angle. And then when this becomes a straight line, it's a straight angle, which is 180 degrees. And then from here down all the way until here, this whole half a circle of rotation, bigger than 180 up until less than 360 is a reflex angle. They call it reflex because basically you're going backwards and then all of a sudden you're rotating in this direction again. So it's a sort of reflex motion that comes back to here. Now when this angle completes a full circle and comes back to where it started, we call that a revolution.